Gold rallied more than 1% on the day as Federal Reserve Chair Jeremy Powell said he hears America's inflation worries loud and clear, while still viewing these price spikes as temporary. The August COMEX gold futures were last trading at $1,826, up 0.93% on the day. Powell said a swarm of questions surrounding high inflation and what the Fed plans to do about it during his testimony before the US House Committee on Financial Services on Wednesday. The Fed chair carefully maintained his transitory inflation stance while pointing out that the central bank is anxious, like everyone else, to see inflation pass through and return to normal. He said that right now, inflation is not moderately above 2%, it is well above 2%. The question is, where does it leave us 6 months from now? It depends on the path of the economy. Powell noted that all the incoming macro data the Fed monitors have been higher than expected and hoped, but still consistent with Fed's view. He clarified that most of the price increases have been coming from a small group of goods and services directly tied to the reopening of the economy. It's new cars, used cars, rental cars, hotels, airplane tickets. This inflation spike revolves around semiconductor shortages, people using less public transportation and having more money to spend. The latest June inflation numbers once again surprised on the upside, with the annual inflation running at 5.4% and the core measure, which excludes the volatile food and energy components, climbing to 4.5%, the largest increase since November of 1991. He explained that it's just the perfect storm of high demand and low supply, and it should pass unless we think there's going to be a multi-year shortage of used cars in the United States. But before getting too confident, Powell said he would like to see more narratives like the lumber prices one, where prices climbed really high and then came back down. Lumber prices went up and then went down. We think that will be the pattern for some of these things, but we should see the level of inflation return to more normal levels. That's the kind of thing that we would like to see a lot more of. Powell added that the Fed monitors the inflation story very carefully and will communicate any shift in thinking well in advance. If we were to see that inflation remains high and materially above our target for a period of time, we would absolutely change our policy as appropriate. Powell also made sure that he remained dovish throughout his testimony, noting that the US is a long way from full employment. The unemployment rate is at 5.9%, and the true number is actually substantially very above that. So we have got a ways to go. The Fed chair did reiterate that talks around the kind of substantial future progress required before beginning to tackle the $120 billion a month asset purchases will continue during the next several FOMC meetings. According to Powell's testimony, the Fed will be releasing its highly anticipated research paper on the central bank digital currency CBDC in early September. The report will touch on CBDCs as well as stablecoins and cryptocurrencies with a focus on regulation. He said that we are going to address digital payments broadly. So that means stable coins. It means crypto assets. It means the CBDC. That whole group is at a critical point in terms of the appropriate regulation. One concern is that stable coins are gaining popularity but are not regulated, Powell added in his statement. Stablecoins are a lot like money market funds or bank deposits. We have a pretty strong regulatory framework around bank deposits or money market funds, but that doesn't exist for stablecoins. And if they are going to be a significant part of the payments universe, which we don't think crypto assets will be, says Powell, but stablecoins might be, then we need an appropriate regulatory framework, which frankly we don't have. When talking about the US dollar as the reserve currency, Powell once again stated that there is no good competitor out there. We are not in danger of losing the reserve status, certainly not to China. The Fed chair described the current inflation pressures as unique in history, adding that they are a challenge for the Fed. We don't have another example of the last time we reopened a $20 trillion economy with lots of fiscal and monetary support, adds Powell. He also says that the challenge we are confronting is how to react to this inflation, which is larger than what we expected. To the extent it is temporary, it wouldn't be appropriate to react to it. But to the extent it gets longer and longer, we have to continue to reevaluate the risk that would affect inflation expectations, and that is what we are monitoring. Inflation expectations are critical to the price surge story because they create actual inflation. They are not at a troubling level now, but Powell says that it is something we will be carefully watching. We want inflation expectations to be anchored at 2%, but if they are not, there is not much reason to think inflation will average at 2%. The next Federal Reserve's monetary policy meeting will be especially important for the markets, with Powell saying that FOMC members will be discussing substantial progress made and the possibility of reducing its $120 billion a month asset purchases. He said that we'll discuss reducing asset purchases on substantial progress measured from last December. We'll be making that assessment during the next FOMC meeting. Powell noted that there has been a big uptick in inflation, stating that the central bank is currently trying to understand whether it might have to act or not. One way or another, we won't be going into a high period of inflation for a long period of time because we have tools and we will use them. We are very well aware of risk of inflation and watching carefully. Debt was another issue discussed during the testimony, with Powell highlighting that the US is not on a substantial path. He said that debt is growing substantially faster than the economy. In the long run, that is not sustainable. The laws of gravity have not been repealed. We'll need to get back on the sustainable path at some point, adds Powell. He also says that the time to do that is when the economy is strong, unemployment is low, taxes are rolling in. That is the time to do it. On the central bank digital currency, that is CBDC, Powell clarified that he is legitimately undecided whether the benefits outweigh the cost or vice versa on CBDC. The Fed would ideally get authorization and broad support for the central bank digital currency. Powell adds up that our obligation is to explore technology and policy issues in the next couple of years. One of the top risks on Powell's mind is cyber risk. He said that we have a playbook for bad lending and risk management, but cyber, as you see with ransomware awareness, is an ongoing race to keep up. So guys, here is the end of this fascinating information from Powell's mouth. If you like this video, then please click the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our amazing channel if you want more such fascinating videos. Bye bye and take care.